Today, we are going to do part 1 of our sunflower print. I'm going to start by using a pencil that is not sharp. It should have a curved point on it. It should be worn down a little bit. I'm going to put my cup in the center of my printing plate. I'm going to hold it still and I'm going to trace around the edge. I'm going to make a nice circle around the outside of my cup. Remember, on the foam, we are not drawing, we are actually carving, so make sure you press nice and hard with that pencil. That looks good. You should be able to feel the bump from where the line is. Now I'm going to start working on drawing my flower petals. I'm going to draw one flower petal at a time, and then I'm going to turn my paper as I go. So that way it makes it easier to draw the petals. I'm going to go all the way around twice. I'm going to put little petals in between the big petals. And that looks good. Make sure you put your name on the back. You can use your pencil to very lightly write your name on the back. Try not to carve it in too deep though. It might mess up the print on the other side. That looks good. I'm going to make sure I put one part of it as the top. I want to make sure I do that so that way my flower print kind of lines up every time I stamp it. That looks good. So I'm going to make sure I put my name on both pieces of paper. I have chosen two different colors. I have chosen a blue and a green. You want to pick two different colors of paper. Then you want to select what color ink you want for your first layer of your sunflower print. The color ink you pick will be the same for both pieces of paper. You get two different colors of paper, but only one color of ink. I'm going to take the brayer and I'm going to make sure I roll it in the ink so it has a good amount of ink on it, and I'm going to apply it evenly as I can to my piece of paper, to my foam stamp. Notice how I have a scrap piece of paper underneath of my foam stamp. That is to keep the table from getting too messy. So use a scrap piece of paper. Now I'm going to make sure I put the top at the top, and I'm going to center the plate into the middle of the square paper, and I'm going to carefully set it down. Try not to let it move. Press it down gently with the baren, and then kind of rock it back and forth. Make sure you press all the way around. Get the corners, get the edges, kind of rub and hold. See what you can do to make sure everything gets pressed onto the paper. That looks good. Now I'm going to peel it out and see how my print turned out. The same process for my second piece of paper. I'm going to re-ink my foam plate with my brayer and press it down again with the baren, and then I'm going to peel it up gently to see how it turned out. That looks pretty good. I'm now going to put both of my prints onto the drying rack, and then I need to wash my plate, my foam plate, in the sink and make sure I clean up everything else and throw away any trash that I might have.